The scene was written during production. We were kind of debating whether we needed something that could explain why Hunter turns up with Karn at the very end, spoiler.
Let her go.
Brave, but foolish. Mari Rai or not, you cannot defeat the Knath on your own.
Who said anything about being alone?
I very much remember us all sitting down in the office in Caxton and discussing, you know, the relationship, because originally there wasn't any scene like this between Hunter and Karn.
No, but if we had to move the gates round the bridle path.
Remember, it's a lovely hot summer's day and the sun is not over there.
Well, the scene was shot quite late in the year. We started pre-production in July and got into production a couple of months later, and it kind of ran into September, even October, I think. So it's one of the last scenes, as far as I remember, that was filmed.
Jesus, it is bitter today.
I was lucky, my costume had a few layers, but poor Duran had just a shirt and it was open and we were absolutely freezing.
Now we just need some warm bottles of milk.
Where's the girl?
What girl?
I know it's your mess I came across in the forest. I know she was there.
You
I need to stop you. I need to stop you.
This guy talking to you, because you don't know who he is yet. So is this a threat? I think first you'd stop.
I think if he's got his arm out, I have to entertain the conversation.
There's a scene just before this one where Duran spots the master coming into the square, and he kind of quickly whips round the corner, and you get a sense that, oh, there's something there. There's a history. And we were debating how far to go down that route of revealing that history.
And that scares you? We don't settle this now.
There's certainly a father-son element to it. Hunter had that element of, he's very rebellious, so the unwillingness to listen to any sort of authority. But in Karn, he could see, actually, this guy's a warrior as well.
Okay, let's roll up camera and sound.
Speed, mark it please.
105, take 5. Okay, and action.
It could be, for Karn, he's exercising his demons in a way, because that's what Karn has done, hasn't he, really? He's run from the Knath and hidden away.
So this is where you've been hiding all these years, Mari Rai.
It's the foresight of saying, I've done this, and I haven't been able to rest. Now if you do this, you're not going to be able to rest either.
Another interesting thing about this scene is Karn's costume.
Oh, is it over there?
Yeah.
When Karn finds Ren's pencil in the forest, he's in one costume, but when he turns up to save her, he's in his full Mari Rai outfit. So there's certain elements in between those two scenes and in between those two costumes that actually has an enormous backstory to it. And I think in season 2, that's something people should be looking out for.
And that scares you?
I kind of want to say scared, but I think it should be more of an internalised thing rather than a vocal thing.
I don't know. You can try
I think
it.
It needs the line. I was thinking, does it need the line? I was like, probably not.
Yeah, I mean, you can say it in your head almost.
Yeah.
When we talked about whether to keep the scene in or not, I think it was a unanimous decision, really, because we felt that it had to be a surprise when Karn and Hunter turns up. It was just too difficult to find a place for it without sacrificing the build of the main story.
Was I sorry that the scene got cut? In a very short answer, yes, very much so. It was one of my favourite scenes, actually. because it just showed a different dynamic to Hunter as a character. I think it might be a point where Hunter realises actually he's a better person than he believes he is or gives himself credit for. It's the first opportunity where he can actually be quite selfless.
You get the sense there's a lot more to his character, and therefore in season 2, I think what people will be looking forward to and what they will get is more of that. It's kind of what is it that drives this character?
He could, you know, become a Mari Rai, perhaps, and a protector, or he could go completely the opposite way and actually succumb to the Knath and the dark side, you know. So it's just interesting to see which way that pendulum swings. So we're here today to discuss season 2 and how you can assist the process and be part of the Wren family.
Yeah, and one of the ways that you can do that is to become a patron on our Patreon page.
Indeed. Another way is to sign up to the newsletter on Renew Wren.
Yeah.
And the third and final way?
Social media.
Social media,
Yeah.
so that would be Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. And all of this stuff is in the description below.